Hello, welcome back to the video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Five Below Unlocked gaming speaker slash soundbar. Now, I picked this up for $5.55. That's kind of just the new thing at all these stores. That's like, oh, it's Five Below or Dollar Tree or Dollar General, and then you're like, oh, that's not. What? So I walked in there, I found this, and I was like, this looks interesting. So we're going to be comparing this to the BlackBerry Key 2 audio. So the whole point of this is, will this $5 speaker just sound better overall? And then also, if you are someone with a gaming computer and you don't want to wear headphones all the time, you just want a cheap speaker because you're like, well, I'm going to use it for like a YouTube video or two every other day. So we're going to take a look at it. So what are we going to need to do this? Well, obviously, I don't have my computer right here, so I'm just going to be using my M12 Lite with a USB port to supply power to this because this is not a battery-powered one. So let's go over this. So let's see what we got. We have instructions. At least they're in English, so that's a start. All right. I got some plastic in here. All right, speaker 1 and 2. I think we got an aux port actually. Cool. All right, so that is everything that was inside the box. Let's see. All right, starting out on the back, we have the aux in, and then we have a on-off switch. So pretty simple on that front. Build quality, I mean, they feel super light. However, I'm one of those people where I'm like, I'd rather have better audio than it feel nicer, I guess. Like, don't splurge the money on making a cheap product feel good. I just want it to actually work. Let's see. Anything that I need to know? Pairing. Plug into computer socket or a power source. Okay. All right. So we have power. Okay. As for pairing, go to your Bluetooth. All right. So when you're pairing this, it'll come up as the 2-in-1 gaming speaker. This thing always wants to pair, so you don't actually have to click any buttons or anything like that. This thing always wants to pair, so we are paired and good to go. All right. Well, for this test, however, we're gonna do arrow chord shadows, and then we're gonna pair it and test it. So I'm gonna put it in the middle, kind of around. Where's the speakers actually? Are they down firing? Okay. So they're down firing, so we're just going to, yeah. That's full volume, it can't go any louder. Okay, so it kind of sounds like you're in a tunnel, I guess. Also, I'm trying to feel for any sort of bass. Granted, these are phone speakers. They're not going to have crazy bass like a dedicated speaker. However, again, we're doing just a bass line with it. So let's see. All right, let's put this in the box. Oh, reference. It is 100 degrees out with 80% humidity, somewhere in a sweatband, and I got a fan running, so I do apologize if there is a little bit of noise. So let's now pair it to the speaker, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in kind of the same location I had the phone, so right about here. Oh, I need to actually pair the thing. Okay, we are connected. Okay, let's start over again. Doesn't sound like we're in a tunnel now. Okay, there's definitely some bass. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. All right, so some things to actually note. So so far, I'm actually going to give this a solid pass. So this is going to be my opinion. Again, I can't tell you if the speaker on my phone that I'm recording on is going to actually pick up all the differences. One, there is some bass. Like, I can feel it in this table that, yeah, there is some bass. It doesn't sound like we're in a tunnel, and that was something that I noticed on the first one. Again, can't really tell you if the audio is going to pick it up, but it sounded like we were kind of in a tunnel. So overall, this thing gets a pass. It sounds better. Also, taking up to full volume was way louder than the phone at full volume, and it didn't sound distorted. So the Ryobi Radio, for example, which I'm going to be covering eventually at some point, it's now, I don't want to say it's an expensive product. However, it costs probably 5 times more than what this thing costs. Granted, it's more for rugged use, but if you got that thing to more than 50% volume, that thing was so distorted that you just really kind of worthless. Like, why would you give it 100% volume if you can really only use 50 kind of deal? This thing took up to full volume and it worked just fine. So if you're going to be using this for a phone and it's going to be kind of stationary, yeah, sure, why not? If you're going to be using it for a computer, you can break it down. These literally just slide into each other, so you can just kind of separate them. You have this cord right here, so you put on either end of the monitor with the aux port. So for the $5.55 speaker, gets a solid pass. No complaints. Just remember, though, that with this, it is not battery powered, so the moment that I disconnect this, it is going to die. Boom. There you go. Okay, so that is something that you guys do need to know, is that this is not a replacement for a Bluetooth speaker or anything like that, because these need some sort of a power source. So if you're going to be plugging it into a wall outlet, cool. If you're going to be plugging it into your computer, cool, no big deal. But we're going to be testing out some other speakers. I know Walmart released like 3 or 4 new kind of $5 to $10 range speakers that I'm going to be comparing these to, but also to each other more, because those are actual battery power. They have their own battery pack and all that stuff, and they're self-contained. This needs an external power source. So we're going to be comparing them, but kind of not, because it fills a different niche. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that sub button. Shows me that I appreciate it, and you want to see more. I have a lot of awesome content on the way. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in that video. You guys have a nice day. Thank you.